Hi everyone, today we're making brown butter chocolate chip cookies. I will walk you through the recipe, so follow along to make some delicious cookies with me. First of all, you have to melt about a cup of butter in a pan and let it be brown. So about this, a stick would be a cup of melted butter. You have to let it brown and it will take about 5 to 8 minutes, and you have to keep stirring it. So once it's melted and starts browning, you have to keep mixing it and stirring it every 15 seconds. I will speed up the video so you can see the whole process here. As you can see, the butter is browning here, so you keep mixing it every 15 seconds. In a separate prepping bowl, we're gonna add 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and to the flour we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And to that we're also gonna add half a teaspoon of cornstarch and a pinch of salt, which is like 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then we're gonna use a whisk to mix all the dry ingredients. We're gonna mix them well so that it's all well combined. Now we're going to take the brown butter and pour it into a separate prepping bowl. In this bowl we will be combining all the wet ingredients. So first we added the brown butter. As you can see, it's nice and brown. And to the brown butter we're going to add 1 cup of dark brown sugar and half a cup of granulated sugar, which is just plain white sugar. And then we're going to use a whisk and combine the ingredients well. We're going to mix it until they are, I would say, like just combined. Now we add 2 eggs. The eggs should be at room temperature, otherwise the cookies are gonna be really clumpy and not soft. So the eggs should be at room temperature. We added the eggs. Now we whisk them and mix them well. We're gonna whisk it until the batter color turns from dark brown to a little lighter brown. Because we've added dark brown sugar, so it's gonna look dark brown, but it does turn a little lighter. We're gonna keep whisking it. I'm gonna speed up the video. Now that we have mixed the ingredients well, now we're going to add vanilla bean paste, 2 teaspoons of vanilla bean paste to the mixture. You can also use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Both work just perfectly fine. After we add the vanilla bean paste, we're going to add some heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, and mix it well. Now we whisk and combine the mixture really well. As you can see, it's nicely done. Now we will add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. So we're slowly going to use a whisk and put the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and mix them well with a spatula. We're just going to mix it so that they are well combined. We're not going to whisk the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. We're going to use a nice spatula to combine them well. Now we add all of the dry ingredients and fully combine it. Now that it's combined, we're going to use chocolate chips, 1.5 cup of chocolate chips, and you can also use a candy bar and like cut it into uneven pieces and combine it, and it leaves like big pools of chocolates in your cookies, so it tastes really good. Now you combine the chocolate chips and the cookie dough well. You're going to use the same spatula. We're not going to use a whisk or a mixer. We're just going to use a spatula. I added some more chocolate chips here. because the more chocolate chips, the better the cookies. So we now mix. Now the cookie dough is ready. We're gonna roll it into small balls, and we're gonna use parchment paper, layer it on a baking tray, and put all the cookie balls on the parchment paper on a baking tray. So now we roll all the cookie dough into small cookie balls, and or however big the size we want. We make all of them, we prepare all of them. This makes about 15 to 16 cookies, and then we pop the tray in the fridge for about 30 to 40 minutes to cool them down. That way the cookies do not spread out that much when you bake them. So in the meantime, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Now I have 5 cookies to bake, and I'm gonna pop them in the oven. Here my cookies are baking and they're ready to eat.